Good morning, students of class ninth. In the previous video, we have discussed about slavery, that what was slavery. And now in today's video, we will talk about a very important person in the French society. And his name is Napoleon Bonaparte, right? His name is Napoleon. So first of all, let us discuss that who was Napoleon, right? When he came into power and what were his roles in the ancient France, due to which we are studying about him, right? Napoleon Bonaparte. First of all, let us understand his history, what happened and how he gained power, right? In October 1795, the royalists, means the persons who were supporting monarchy, the supporters of monarchy, okay, supporters of monarchy, in the year 1795, what they did, they entered the palace, right? They entered the palace, and by entering the palace, their aim was taking over the legislature and defeating and making their own laws, making their own constitution, right? So they laid siege to the legislative inside, a young dynamic officer of the French army. Then when the people marched in the palace and decided to take over the legislature, a young French army man who was the part of the artillery unit, what he did, he was present inside, and he came to rescue of the legislative and managed to beat back the royalists with his inspired leadership, fine tactics and deployments. What he did when the royalist, means the supporter of the monarchs, came in the palace after they were driven out, so when they came in the palace and they attacked the palace, he was there to rescue them, right? Napoleon Bonaparte. And thus from that point only he came into population, means he was now a popular leader. Noticing his capabilities, enthusiasm, popularity, members of the legislative and the directory started to consider him as a threat of their own status and moved him to the war front, right? When he in 1795, for the first time, Napoleon came into notice of the legislature. Now the people in the legislature started feeling a threat from him, that if he will remain in around them, then the people will know him, and this may be the situation that people may ask him to come into the power, and he may come into the power with the help of people's support, right? Then in 1799, what happened? 1795, this happened, that for the first time when he rescued the people in the palace, that time he was acknowledged, right? Then in 1799, Napoleon Bonaparte returned to Paris and noticed that the directory was very unpopular. When in 1799 he returned to Paris from war, when he returned from war, he saw that the directory and the legislature who had sent him outside for wars at that time was very unpopular now, right? And so when they were unpopular, two members of the directory concluded with collided with Napoleon and planned a coup. Napoleon, with his force, captured and then overthrew the legislative. When he decided to do the coup, the military coup, then what he did, he was able to remove away the legislative. He, along with the two erstwhile members of the directory, formed a council, right? And then he formed a council. Then what happened? In 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself as the Emperor of France. And he was now in 1804. Napoleon Bonaparte became the crown prince of France, or he was the crown king, not the prince, he was now the king of France in 1804. Okay, so I hope students the story till now is clear to you. Let me understand it once again, explain it once again. In 1795, the supporters of the monarchs they tried to take over the palace and form their own legislature, but they when they tried to attack the palace, they were able to come inside the palace, but they were not able to take over the legislature there, because at that time there was Napoleon present, and under his leadership the army and the soldiers there present there acted, and in under his leadership they were able to protect the palace. And in 1795 it was for the first time that he was acknowledged by the people of the legislature or the directory, right? But the people of directory were also aware that if he will remain in Paris, then he will become popular, as he was gaining popularity after that incident. He will become popular and will gain power, and with the help of people's support he may now remove them, right? So he gave him the charge for the war front, and he was sent to the war front. Then in 1799 he returned from the war to the Paris, right? So when he returned to Paris, he with two of the members of the directory planned a coup, right? He planned a coup. The word is COUP. In Hindi it is called as takta palat, right? So Napoleon, what he did, he planned a coup, and with the help of all the planning and after the execution of the plan, he was able to take over the legislature. He was able to throw away the legislative and directory, and he formed a group called as council. Okay, with the two of the members of the directory he was able to form the group of the council, and in 1804 he became the king of France, right? I hope till now the story is clear to you. What happened after that? In 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself as the Emperor of France. With a span of about 15 years, France again became a monarchy. And after 15 years, then France was now a monarchy again. When France became a monarchy under the leadership of Napoleon, the Napoleon had a policy of increasing its boundaries. So it started doing attacks on the neighboring countries. What he did, he started doing attacks on the neighboring countries. During his regime, Napoleon set out to conquer many neighboring European countries, overthrowing their dynastic rulers. He appointed his family members as the head of the conquered territories. He introduced new laws on right to property and a uniform decimal system of weights and measures, right? When he conquered the territories, when he was there, he overthrew some of the dynasties and appointed his own family members as the charging unit or as the kings there, right? And this was not only the policies of Napoleon that he will take over the kingdoms and he will make in charge their his own family members, but what he did, he made a standard measuring unit. He established a standard measuring unit for the people, right? And he appointed his family. He introduced new laws on the rights of property and a uniform decimal system of weights and measures, right? For weights and measures, he appointed people, right? And he made a standard system for weights and measures. After that, he was considered as the modernizer of Europe and a king in favor of providing liberty and freedom to the people. His armies were considered as invading forces and had won many wars, but he was finally defeated in the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. It is very important that in the year 1815 he was defeated in the Battle of Waterloo. It is very important. It can even come in your fill in the blanks that in which year Battle of Waterloo was fought and he was defeated. In the year 1815 he was defeated in the Battle of Waterloo. Notwithstanding his defeat, Napoleon's policies were considered as positive steps for developing France as a modern state. Though Napoleon was defeated in the Battle of Waterloo, but even after his death, even after his defeat, his policies were considered as an important step in the process of modernizing of France, right? Because he was the one who introduced the standard measuring unit. He was also considered as modernizer of Europe, right? And he was in the favor of right to individual's property and liberty. And this was the reason that even after his death, he was considered as a revolutionary, and people who were against him, who used to battle with him, they also implemented his policies in their own countries after his defeat. Okay, so students, I hope you would have understood, you would have learned about Napoleon Bonaparte. In the next video, we will study about the role of women in the French society at the time of French Revolution, right? And that will be a last video for French Revolution. We have been doing this topic from a long time, but I hope tomorrow or day after tomorrow it will be a last video for this topic, and we will be completing the first chapter of history because it is a lengthy chapter. Okay students, we will meet in the next video. Till then, stay at your homes and stay safe. Thank you.